People prefer to hide her complicated past. The presenter did the same. She had not spoken about her discouraging past until her half-sister revealed it to the world. Oprah Winfrey is a billionaire with no children, but she has young women from her academy whom she considers her daughters. Here are the details about the presenter's painful past, her opinion on having children, and her daughters of hers who, according to her, have allowed her to fulfill her motherly duties. Winfrey became pregnant at age 14. She hid the pregnancy for 7 months until the child was born. She talked about it on her show, Life Class, for OWN. The reality star admitted that hiding the pregnancy and carrying that shame blocked her in many ways. She was very embarrassed. "I hid the pregnancy until my swollen ankles and belly gave me away," she claimed in 2007, according to the New York Post. She recalled that back then, she was taken to a detention center when her mother took her out of her home at the age of 14. As she waited to be processed, she acknowledged at the time that she had been a victim of abuse since she was 9 years old and that it had resulted in an unwanted pregnancy. As Oprah recalled, she also looked at all the girls who had been placed in the detention house for being bad girls. Back then she thought, "Now for the rest of my life they will call me, bad girl. Because they are going to put me in this place." But she then told herself that she didn't belong there. "I don't know how this thing of being in a bad girl place happened to me because I didn't feel like I was a bad girl." But while she was waiting to be processed, a woman came out and told her and her mother, Vernita Lee, that there was no room for her at the facility and that they would have to return in 2 weeks. Young Winfrey and her mother had to leave, and she was released. She then went to live with her father. According to her, that was her saving grace. The Mississippi native felt she had a second chance at life. "From that moment on, I felt that somehow she had saved me, that someone up there recognized that she was not a bad girl," she added. She revealed what her father told her when her baby died in the hospital, giving her a sense of hope after her traumatic experience. "When that boy died, my father told me, 'This is your second chance. This is your chance to do something with your life,'" the 68-year-old revealed. Later, the author shared that she hoped her secret would remain hidden until she could fully deal with her own deep emotions and feelings. Oprah expressed her anguish after learning that her half-sister, Patricia Lloyd, had been paid by a publication for the story. She described Lloyd as deeply disturbed and dependent on drugs. After her pregnancy, the presenter feared that she would be expelled from school. A few years later, she worried that it would damage her thriving career. "I carried the secret into my future, always afraid that if anyone found out what had happened, they too would cut me out of their lives," she said. Eventually, when her teenage pregnancy story became public, Winfrey said she was heartbroken. She wrote in her essay titled, My First, how she reacted to the consequences. "I lay down and cried for 3 days. I felt devastated, wounded, betrayed. How could this person do this to me?" she recalled. As Winfrey recounted, she imagined she would be singled out on the street and told, "Pregnant at 14, you mean girl. Expelled." However, no one did such a thing to her, and they did not say anything, not even strangers or people she knew, and she was stunned by it. Oprah soon realized that having the secret out in the open was liberating and learned that bearing the shame was the biggest burden of all for her. In October 2019, Winfrey opened up about her decision not to have children in an exclusive interview with People. She revealed that the idea of becoming a mother initially crossed her mind after she and Graham, whom she met at a charity event in 1986, became engaged. "At one point in Chicago, I bought an extra apartment because I was thinking, well, if we get married, I am going to need room for the kids," she recounted. While that never happened, Winfrey said that during her years on The Oprah Winfrey Show, she saw the kind of responsibility and sacrifice it takes to be a mother. While that never happened, Winfrey said that during her years on The Oprah Winfrey Show, she saw the kind of responsibility and sacrifice it takes to be a mother. In 2007, the presenter realized her dream of creating a safe educational environment for poor girls in South Africa when she opened the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. Winfrey affectionately refers to the students as her daughters, and they, in turn, respectfully call her Mama O. Every Thanksgiving, she invites the first graduating class of the boarding school to her home in Montecito for a holiday celebration. The Color Purple actress once wrote that she and her daughters share delicious meals and even more amazing conversations. Winfrey said it was the definition of what family meant, which is a space to express yourself and be yourself. In May 2020, Oprah shared one of the most important lessons she learned from one of her children, Sade, who lived with her and Graham. Sade once told the couple that she needed some time to herself. Although Winfrey initially didn't get the message, she later realized that it was good for the young woman to have some alone time during quarantine. She applauded the girl for expressing her needs, even though she knew she would hurt her feelings, especially during this time. Despite not having children, Winfrey has a full life with her partner and her daughters. Thank you for listening to the Oprah Winfrey story. What do you think about this story? Let us know in the comment section. If you like the video, please like and share. Click subscribe to the channel to see more videos. Thanks.